So guys, we are going to talk real quick about how to roll a joint when you're either not so good at rolling joints or you're new to the game. This could be just a how-to for those who have never done it before. But for me specifically, I use this method of rolling joints because my fingers do not like to work all the time. The arthritis makes it rather difficult for me to roll a good joint that's going to smoke well. So here in this video, I'm going to show you guys just a real quick overview of how to roll a joint. All right, let's get straight to it. I always use a filter because I do not like to get cannabis in my mouth. So I use raw tips. Instead of the pre-bought ones that are more expensive, I roll my own. And to do that, you're going to start by folding over a tiny bit at the top. And then you're going to fold it back the opposite way, about the same amount. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to continue to do this back and forth, like I said, like an accordion, until you have a couple different things. Sometimes I'll do only like 3, sometimes I'll make like 7 because I'm not paying attention. As long as you have enough left over to wrap the rest of it in a circle and turn it into your filter. Woohoo! W for weed, or M for Mel, because yeah. All right, so once you got your filter ready, you are going to grab your cigarette roller. Yes, guys, let's pause here for a moment. The reason I use a cigarette roller is, again, my hands are very arthritic at times, and it is hard to roll a joint. So a cigarette lighter, or I'm sorry, cigarette roller, which can be bought at any smoke shop, head shop, heck, Walmart. Some Walmart sell them, and they're between like $6 and $12, depending on where you get it. And they're pretty durable. They'll last a long time. These ones, these yellow, I can't remember the brand. I think it shows it in a second. But these ones come with an extra sheet thing, an extra wrap, so that if this one, when this one wears out, I can switch it out. So for a couple of bucks, I have many, many months worth of rolling joints, and they're actually going to be smokable almost every time that I roll them, as long as I don't overstock it and everything. So, all right, let's get back to it. You're going to take your filter and put it inside. Make sure that you have that flap up in the back and not going the same direction as or not going towards the front. Otherwise, it will come out when you try to roll your cigarette. Once you get the paper in there and you actually start rolling your joint, it'll come straight out. So if you don't want that to happen, you're going to go ahead and put that up towards the back, alongside the back. Then you're just going to simply pick up your cannabis and start putting it in your machine. Make sure not to over or under pack it. It'll take a couple of times until you figure out like just that perfect amount of weed to put in it. But you're not going to want to overpack it, because then there's not enough space for air to get through and for you to actually keep it lit. You'll just keep lighting it over and over again. If you do the opposite and you make it not filled enough, you're going to have it just burn straight up. It's just going to disappear on you right away without you even smoking it. So you want to find like that perfect balance, and the machine, when you start to roll it, will kind of let you know if you're on the right track. If it's really hard to roll, it's overstuffed. If it just flips in there and just starts swinging around or changing shapes, it's understuffed. So there you go. Once you get it all evened out, you're going to take the front of your like little machine after you've got it all patted down, evened out, and no big lump in the middle or on either end. You take that front and pull it up towards the back, and then push it down into its space. And then you're just going to pull your thumbs forward towards you and pat it clean, get all the excess away from it so it's easier to get our paper to go in. There you go, a couple nice little taps. And then you're going to get your paper. I use zigzag, same as the roller. They're 1 1/4 inch. You can use any one you want, whether it's a hemp one or a flavored one. I just like plain old papers. And you're going to line it up with the hole, obviously. And once you get it in there, once you get to set right, you're going to just gently pull forward with your fingers. Once you get down to only a little bit left, you're going to lick that top part and continue to roll it. when you take it out, you are going to see that you have a beautifully rolled joint. I know this is kind of a cheater thing to do it this way. I've been told by long-term smokers that that's not fair. It's cheating. But once you have your joint made, it's going to smoke very well and you're going to be really happy with it. I know I am. So that is it. That is how I roll a joint. And as you can see, it is perfectly round. You are absolutely able to smoke out of it. It does not burn up right away, and it does not keep going out on you. And it doesn't hurt your hands to try and roll a joint like that, guys.